So I want to try something out here. We're in the middle of the quarantine. I got my quarantine hair going on. I haven't cut it because my barber is closed, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it grow until the quarantine is over, and that's that. But it's like driving me nuts because my hair is super crazy, curly. Anyways, enough about that. The point of this video is I want to try to sell something on eBay. I want to see if it sells. I know it sells because I've seen other people do it. And the item I'm talking about is custom Masters of the Universe figures, action figures, vintage ones. So let me show you example here. I collected a bunch of, I had a big collection, so I've been selling it off. And thanks to that collection, I was able to get myself a GoPro Hero 8 Black. And like, again, I've mentioned it tons of times before, but in case you're new here, just decluttering and just cutting down the collection to certain key items that I really like and really enjoy. But I collected stuff for years, and I would sell stuff, and I sell it and I buy it again. Yeah, but selling toys is actually a good thing if you can find them for cheap, vintage toys, especially He-Man, Masters of the Universe, all the 80s and early 90s stuff. It's good stuff to sell if you can find it cheap, because it's kind of hard to get cheap now. But if you go to a flea market and stuff and you see it, find it on tables just laying out, and a couple bucks, you know, make a good lot, it's good to sell. And there's tons of channels out there, because you can sell accessories. Some accessories for figures sell for more than the figure because they're hard to find. And there's a lot of good channels out there that you can find for toy identification stuff and getting up on your knowledge. Like one that I like is One Man's Junk, Toy Poloi. Let's see, Michael Mercy's a good one for vintage stuff. Some of them collect newer stuff, but One Man's Junk is all vintage, and he has a little segments called toy identification and stuff like that. But there's toy pages on Facebook. There's all kinds of stuff. So G.I. Joe's another good one. But anyways, so I got into making some custom figures, and I'll show you my first one here. This is an 80s troll, and it's a Masters of the Universe knockoff. You can see it has that body, and I painted it to look like Faker from Masters of the Universe, because I was in a Facebook group on Instagram. I had my toy page, and there was a group of guys that would be making these Fakers from other action figures, and I thought that was fun, so I decided to try it. This is the first one I ever did. I was trying out some paint, and this paint is horrible. But this troll here is Battle Trolls. No, Battle Trolls were the big ones that didn't move. They were just stiff. Stone Protectors, no. Stone Protectors had the stone right here, and when you move their arm, it would like spark. Which ones are these? I don't remember, but these are like knockoffs of knockoff, and yeah. Anyways, so I painted him as like a Faker. His harness doesn't even fit. I don't think it fits. Oh no, this one's broken. That's the deal. But yeah, so I got that one, and then I got a little bit better. I made this. I took this Rocksteady, put him on a Motu body, and put the shells on there. Put that ram's head on there. So this was a favorite. A lot of people liked this one, and I painted stuff. Like I painted the loincloth here. I painted his helmet piece up here. But yeah, so we got that one. This was probably my favorite one, because back in the day there was a He-Man figure. He was called Wendar, and there's a big confusion out there. Some people say that are like, no, that's not a real figure, and people are like, yeah, it's a real figure. It's back in the 80s. Wonder Bread did a giveaway, and you had to mail in the UPC codes or something, and you got a Wonder Bread man figure, which I'll put right here. And some people say it's real, some people say it's not, that somebody customized it. But anyway, so I made my own, but I put one of these big hands on him. My fiance made this for him, and I painted the boots, the loincloth, and his hair. This is actually a Master of the Universe figure, so we got that guy there. Yeah, but I thought that was cool. And actually, my favorite custom that I made, I ended up giving him away to one of the guys that I follow. I still follow him to this day because he has a lot of cool stuff. And I don't think I have a picture of it. And this is another guy I made, trying to make another faker here. And I said this was Skeletor's cousin. And this, see, like this accessory here, this is from Dungeons and Dragons, the 80s, early 80s line, maybe late 70s. He goes to one of the wizards or something. So I could actually sell this piece for some money. But he's part of this guy here. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to sell these customs as a lot. Probably put them up for like 20 bucks. And I'm interested to see if they sell. For how long will it take for them to sell? Will it be a month, a day, an hour, a year, 5 years from now? I probably won't have them that long. But today is, what is today? April the 21st. And it's 11:13 a.m. So we'll see how long it takes for these to sell. Again, an hour, a minute, a day, a week, a month, a year. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, because I have them here and I feel bad like just donating them or getting rid of them. So I want to see if somebody will pay 20 bucks for the 4 of them, which I think is a pretty good deal, especially if you're just looking for parts. Maybe somebody just wants this piece here. Somebody wants this fist piece here. Maybe somebody just wants this here. Body parts. A harness, because this is a faker harness. So I know that would sell for money if it wasn't broken. So I got some pieces here that might interest some buyers. So we ended up getting a recap. Wanted to see if I could sell custom action figures, custom He-Man action figures, and listed them yesterday. And on the same day, I got an offer for $10 plus shipping. $10 free shipping. I listed them for $24.99 free shipping. So it's gonna be like $5 in shipping. It's gonna be at the 15-ounce rate. $564 or something like that from where I'm at. So yeah, bumpy road here. But yeah, so I got an offer for $10 and I was like, no way, free shipping. I was considering it because I'm like, this might be the only time, this might be my only chance to sell the figures. But I was like, nah, $10 free shipping, that's half of the money, that's half of the price right there that's gonna go in shipping. So I said, nah, I just can't, I declined the offer right away. And then maybe about 4 or 5 hours later, somebody offered me a $21 offer. And at that $21 offer, I was like, this is probably as good as it's gonna get. So I took the offer. So the figure sold for $21 free shipping. So $21 minus $5.50. And that's what I'm getting out of those figures. How much did I pay for those figures? I don't know, a couple bucks for pieces, because they're like Frankenstein together. But I'm like, damn, those sold a lot quicker than I thought they were. I know there's some little pieces that are sought after, and they're He-Man. He-Man sells. You can't go wrong with He-Man toys. Now that doesn't mean they're all going to sell for high dollar, but a He-Man toy will sell. Yeah, so I'm like, damn, could I have charged a little bit more or asked a little bit more, maybe like $30, $35, and then they would have brought it down to $30, $25? Who knows? But I kind of wanted to email the buyer and be like, hey, so why did you decide to buy these? But I was like, nah, I don't want to screw the pooch, as they say, and be like, why is this guy asking me why I bought this? But like I said, the accessories are sought after pieces, even though one of them is broken. And yeah, but they sold. I was pretty surprised. I thought that $10 offer was going to be as good as it was going to get for me.
But I held strong and I said, nah, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I was like, I don't mind waiting a couple weeks or so, but sold right away. Maybe I should have waited a little bit more. Maybe because there was somebody that was interested at $10 and then somebody was interested at $21. Maybe somebody would have been interested at the $25 mark. But they sold. Definitely gonna try this again. I don't have any more figures, but at the flea market you find a figure for $5 and you can paint it. So you go get a figure for $5. You paint it, customize it, give it some accessories, flip it for like $20, free shipping. So not bad.
Now a little bonus footage, the stuff that sold, my high flip, my low flip, and my favorite flip. So that's what I'm gonna call. If you recall the last video, I was all confused as what to call them. So high flip, low flip, and the favorite flip. So we're gonna do that right now. My high flip was this lot of, remember I've been talking about He-Man stuff, lot of He-Man action figures. So this is an original vintage He-Man. They all are except for this one, which is a modern one, and this is a Mexican bootleg. So bootlegs, also bootleg toys sell for a good price. Again, depends what it is, but people are all into the bootleg toys right now. But yeah, sold this lot of He-Man figures for $135 plus shipping. So in case you guys see them out there, not everyone is worth a lot of money, and you also, if you get them cheap, you can make a nice lot and sell them for like $135 like I did. But people, a lot of people, if you go to the flea market and you see one like this, of course condition is everything, and you want to make sure that the legs aren't loose, because over time the bands inside, they get loose and the legs will be all floppy. So you see how these are nice and sturdy still. I don't know if I have one with loose legs. Oh, this one has kind of loose legs. You can't really tell. But yeah, so that's a big thing right there, is looking for that and making sure that the arms aren't loose. And yeah, so, but if you can pick these up for like $3 a piece, under $5, loose with wear, I would say no more than $3. People try to sell them at the flea market for $10, and that's too much. I would only buy them for $10 if they're in decent condition and they have some accessories. But yeah, so He-Man stuff is good. Like I said, $135 plus shipping. That is a personal item, so it's another personal item that sold for the high flip. So now on the low flip, we have two items here. These are, one item is one that I bought to flip, and one item is a personal item. So one of them is this, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, this Atlas pin right there. It's like a lapel pin. It's hard to see. And this sold for $6.99 plus shipping. That sounds like not much, but I bought, a few videos back, I bought a lot of pins for $30, $25-30 I think. I think it was $25. And it had like 20 in them, and I've been selling them each for $6.99, and I'm about halfway through, so I've made my money back. So now every pin that sells is profit. And the next low flip is this personal item. Again, it's a Jaws horror, sorry about the light guys, horror mystery mini Funko by Funko. So it's that Jaws figure right there. That sold for $6.99 plus shipping also. And now my favorite flip, it's a split. So it's a tie between two items. My favorite flip is, of course, is these custom figures that sold. So that's pretty cool. Get one more look at them so you can check them out. And these are all from the 80s, toys from the 80s. So that's, I'm excited that sold. And that sold for $21, free shipping. Again, maybe I priced it too low. Maybe I could have got $30 out of it, free shipping. But we'll try it again later on in the months to come if we're able to go outside and I'm able to pick up some figures and try to make another custom figure and try to sell it. And the second favorite flip are these military, I think one, oh no. One is a police officer's coin, and the other two are military, and they are challenge coins. Challenge coins are really cool. They're a fun item to check out. The 3 of these sold for $10. $10 plus shipping, and these with a bunch, a whole baggie full of medals and stuff. I paid $20 for that. I've made my money back on that. So you can see just with these coins, $10, and I sold some other medals for $20, and so I've made money on that. I love this kind of stuff. Is historical, antique, vintage items. I want to be able to sell more of that, but I got to see what's hot right now and what people like. And yeah, and actually that it's more money that goes into that. You have to pay more money to get that stuff. But I will always sell this stuff, that bread and butter stuff that sells all the time, like toys and shoes and whatever, but antique, well, these aren't antique, vintage, antique items, that's what I really want to get into. Yeah, and again, you can check out link below for my eBay store, and you can see everything else that sold. Sold more graphic novels from that buy I did. But yeah, so guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.